This truly is a higher level skill. Back when I was teaching you the basics of all the different events, they referenced ethos, logos, pathos a lot, but we're going to break it down just a little bit more. So the word of the day is ethos. It's technically a Greek word. So if you want to say it the cool Greek way, you would say ethos, but we've kind of Americanized it, and the American version is ethos. And ethos is super critical in debate, because ethos is when you, the debater, are establishing your credibility. When it comes to changing someone's mind, if I truly am trying to make somebody think in a different way, there's some strategies involved, and one of those is ethos. That you have to basically prove why you're credible and why you're trustworthy. So this is a very ancient Greek philosophy, but it has stuck around because it actually works. So the best debaters will be thinking purposely, how can I build an ethos or ethos right from the get-go? So the guy who created it was Aristotle. He was a Greek philosopher. And sometimes establishing ethos or your credibility comes from your research. Sometimes it comes from the way you dress. There's lots of different strategies. But if you really do want to be successful at championships, which is harder, then you have to be considering, how am I going to establish my ethos, my credibility, my trustworthiness? How am I going to establish that over and over and over? And then I have discovered that ethos is the hardest one for kids to remember out of ethos, logos, pathos. So the trick has to do with my name. I'm Emma Coates. So I've said Emma has ethos because Coates is credible. I was trying to use the E and the C, right? At least when it comes to cats and Harry Potter. Maybe not so much with like cars or math. But yeah, Emma has ethos because Coates is credible. And then I've just got a short video to get it stuck in your brain. And you be thinking about the try box and turning it in, please and thank you. Give it a chance though, because if you really do think about how to use this strategy, it might make you more successful. So please try and give it a chance.
9th January 2007.
Say again.
Joshua
Not
Bell,
in
one
policy,
of the
especially
greatest
not varsity.
violinists in the world,
played to a
played
packed
to a packed
audience
audience
at
at
Boston's
Boston's
stately
Symphony
Hall
Hall
of
of
1,000
1,000
people,
people,
where most
where most
seats
seats
went for
more than
$100.
$100.
He was
He
used
was
to
used to
full
full
sellout
sellout
shows.
shows.
He was at the
He was at the
peak
peak
of his
of his
abilities
abilities
and
and
fame.
fame.
3 days,
3 days later,
Joshua
Bell played to an audience of
nobody. Well, maybe six people paused for a moment. And one child stopped for a while looking as if he understood something special was happening. Joshua said of the experience, it was a strange feeling. People were actually ignoring me. Joshua Bell was playing violin
on a subway station.
at a music hall. I'll get upset if someone coughs or
someone's
someone's
cell phone goes off.
But here,
My
my expectations
expectations quickly diminished.
I was
I was oddly grateful when somebody threw in $1.
What changed? Same
Same music,
on the same
on the same
violin,
violin,
played with the
played
same
with the same
passion,
passion,
and by the
and
same
by the
man.
same man.
Why did
Why
people
did people
listen
listen
and then not
and then
listen?
not listen?
Aristotle
Aristotle
would be able to explain.
What
What does it
does
take
it
to
take to
persuade
persuade people?
2,300 years ago, Aristotle wrote the single most important work on
persuasion,
rhetoric, the
the
three
means
means
of
of persuasion.
persuasion.
Logos,
Ethos,
ethos,
and
and pathos.
pathos.
Logos is
Logos
that
is that the idea makes sense from the audience's point of view.
This is
This
usually
is usually
different from
different
the
from the
speaker's
speaker's point of view.
So work needs
The
to
work
be
needs
done
to
to
be
make the
done to
idea
make the idea
relevant
relevant
to
to
the
the
worldview,
worldview,
pains,
pains,
and
challenges
of the
of the
listeners.
listeners.
A good
A
argument,
good argument is like good music.
Good music
Good
follows
music
some
follows
rules
some
of
rules of
composition.
composition.
Good arguments
Good
follow
arguments
some
follow
rules
some
of
rules of
logic.
logic.
It makes
It makes
sense
sense
to the audience.
to the audience.
Be thinking about your try box.
Ethos is
Reputation.
reputation.
What are you known
What are you
for?
known for?
Credibility.
Credibility.
Do you look
Do you
and
look
act
and act
professional?
professional?
Trustworthy.
Trustworthy.
Are your
Are
motives
your
clear?
motives
Do you
clear?
show
Do you show the
that
listener
you
you care about them
as
as
much
much
as
as
yourself?
yourself?
Authority
Authority
is
is
confidence plus a
plus
concise
a concise
message,
message,
a
clear, strong voice.
Pathos
Pathos
is the
is the
emotional
emotional
connection.
connection.
Stories
Stories
are an
are an
effective
effective
human tool
human
for
tool for
creating an
creating an
emotional
emotional
connection.
connection.
There are
There
moments
are
when an
moments where
audience
an
is
audience
not
is not ready to
the
hear
message.
the message.
A speaker
A
must
speaker
create
must
the right
create the right
emotional
emotional
environment
environment
for
for
their
their
message.
message.
Make sure you're turning in your vocab chart, debate one.
Why did people travel for miles to hear him play one night
and not even
and not
pause
even
for a
pause
moment
for a moment
to
to
listen
listen
the next morning?
answer is that ethos and pathos were missing. Ethos. The fact that the great concert hall hosts Joshua's concert transfers its trust to Joshua. We trust the institution. We now trust Joshua. The subway does not have our trust for musical talent. We do not expect to find great art, great music, or great ideas. So it confers no trust to Joshua. Pathos. The concert hall is designed for an emotional bond between an audience and an artist. The subway platform is not. The hustle and stress is just not conducive to the emotional connection needed between performer and listener. Logos. Ethos. Pathos. The idea is nothing without the rest. This is what Joshua Bell learned on that cold January day in 2007. If you have a great idea, how do you build credibility and emotional connection?
So, again, I think the take-home message is how are you going to set it up right from the get-go so that your judge is like, yeah, this kid clearly is trustworthy, they're clearly credible, and that they feel that way consistently. So, that being said, we're going to stop and move